Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome to the weekly roundup. I am waiting for the lovely.
Right, Jay, you got one to your left and one to your right.
I'm not quite sure when that's going to be.
The ones at the back on the left.
Just a match. I know a couple of you were watching his match anyway, so I'm waiting for him to turn.
Once this
looking for an angle now.
Keeping you
looking
at
the
Let's go on camera. Let's go.
One's going to the right. No, rightish.
Yeah. I thought
only
the
apex.
World Championship
Nice,
final had been done.
Nowhere near, nowhere near.
Yeah.
Guys,
He's going left, same angle, stay tech, left.
I know you've been talking about it.
He's gone back the other side now, he's gone back the other side. He's still got a core right there creeping up on the other side.
Quiet that down. Don't know what that was that's going on. Something weird going on in the background on my side. So, how's everyone been? It's been a good week. Really good week. I started decorating the house for Halloween today. So I'm going to keep all league stuff out of the way just until Venny gets in. Just started decorating for Halloween. Venny is now in Skype at least, because I can see his lovely face. So let me do some wizardry, see whether I can get him on here pretty sharpish. So Venny, you can now see my screen. That's one part at least. Yeah, he's hearing a game sound. Not sure where that's coming from. I've just muted it. Not very well is the answer to that. Yeah, there was some form of audio, but I've just got rid of it. Yeah, I have still got the mask on. Cheers, Flash. Thanks. Rangers, I presume, going from there. So hey, Rangers, thanks for the follow. Right, I'm just gonna get Venny on camera because he's ready, waiting to go. That'll sort of do it. That one won't. Da-da-da. Wow, you got a big head. Yeah, man. I do need to adjust my screen. That is probably why. Yeah, man. One extreme to the other. One extreme to the other. Nobody can hear you at the minute, so. How's that for your sizing? Are you happy with that, sir? Okay, so let's do. I've got to do two things. One is make it so you can hear you, and let's transition so Venny's on camera. And there you are, sir. Magic.
Hey.
Let's get out of studio, man. So, welcome.
Yes. I don't know why we book games in on a Wednesday, but we do all the time. It's a mad rush, isn't it?
You.
Yeah, me.
You.
To be fair.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday are the most popular nights now. It used to be the weekend, but it's definitely Tuesday, Wednesday seems to be the most popular night. Hi Flash, love you too. Just on that comment, I was going to put my Halloween mask on and everything, but it was purely the fact that Benny didn't do anything for get ready for Halloween.
I didn't.
I refrained.
Hey, Karen. I've not been with it at all lately. I've just been. I feel like I've not had a minute of peace for about 3 weeks now. It's fucking ridiculous.
I can go get my Halloween mask. I've got it. It's to hand.
Go on then.
Okay. You carry on talking crap.
I have nothing to talk about really, other than
talk about your match that you've just lost drastically in. There you go. Good talking.
Well, yeah, we lost it drastically. Yeah, that's the end of that. I'm actually updating the score while I sit here. So yeah, I've come straight from pretty much from work to a match to here. So I've not looked at anything yet. I don't know who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. So we're just winging it. I'm hoping Sean has done some prep because I haven't looked at anything. Who we got in? Have we got enough people to pick the maps? Because we are going to need the 7. If we haven't got the 7, we'll just we'll get people to pick a couple of numbers each. I can't find where I'm putting my results in. See, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you were watching it, Eddie. Karen, did you not catch the end? Because it didn't really get any better, to be fair. We got 1 point. It was 22 to 1. Those guys are just really good shots, to be fair. They are... they're mid-table. But we're at the bottom, so it just kind of carried on. We won the one round. That was pretty good, but it was only worth 1 point, so... So I didn't really get much of it. I have not seen this mask as well that he's coming to bring here, so God knows what this is going to be. He's taking his time with it. I can hear him shuffling around. Come on, Sean. And he's got his pajamas on. Yeah, that is Rangers, isn't it? It's presumably by the name. So I am going to say hello, Rangers. We're just waiting for Sean to get his Halloween mask. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I've only just come here and he's just dropped me right in the shit, hasn't he? So he's not put anything on screen, so I've got nothing to talk about. Although what we will cover today is we are very close to the playoffs. I think there's only one game left. Let me just double check that. The NA playoffs will be starting next week, I believe. And yeah, there's one game left. So after this week, there's only one more week, and then we go to the playoffs. So it should get interesting very soon. Fucking hell, what's he doing? This is ridiculous. You alright, Leo? Hack? Apologies for this. That is just... He made it sound like he was going to just grab it, like from next to him, and that would be it. He's just left me waffling on about shite. Has there been any other games tonight? Or were we the only one? Have a look. Fire Acts and Hairstylists, they played at the same time. But who'll be in the overall? I'd expect Stat and 12 gauge, but the way the bracket will be set up would be that those two shouldn't necessarily meet in the final. They can, but they shouldn't. But that's who I'm thinking, to be fair. Yeah. I'd be surprised if we don't have at least one of them in. You know, I'd expect at least
all that effort. I'm bitterly disappointed I couldn't find it.
Are you for real? Are you actually being serious?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I literally even just woke the wife up by turning the bedroom light on to have a look in all the cupboards. Yeah. It's around somewhere.
Severely disappointed.
I am actually, because I'm going to need that for Sunday. So.
Yeah, so I'm just walking on about nothing. I was just talking about the playoffs there, actually.
We need to sort out the American playoffs.
Yes, so they should be starting next week, but we do have that one match we've got to talk about as well.
Yeah,
that isn't fully resolved.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I've taken the scores off for that anyway.
Nice flash, standard. Someone had to say it. Yeah.
What?
Good mask.
Fuck you. Get my hat on. All right.
But yeah, we were just talking about the playoffs. Oh, here it is. And we were asked who we think would be in the finals.
That's better. Done.
I don't know if it's better, but
it's a hat.
It's a hat, yeah. You've ticked a box, right? Let's get cracking with this. So,
Are you been through the rosters? I can't hear you.
No.
I can't hear shit with that on. No, I had the earplugs in last time.
I was just waffling shite while waiting for you to put stuff on the screen. So I've not actually done anything productive.
Okay, thanks. So rosters. I had a quick flick through. Incursion, there is one player that is eligible from tomorrow, which will be the last player that can be added to a roster.
Yes.
Because they will have hit the cut-off point. So that is another player for French Connection, FC Sale, Sayal.
They've added him to the normal team as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the last cut-offs for those. Having a quick flick through, have a look on the normal mode.
They've got similar on their team for the normal mode. Did you know that?
Yes.
We must have talked about that before. I didn't.
I had to duplicate the team and remember that?
Oh right, okay. I didn't realise he was on the team.
Yeah, he was the reason I had to duplicate because he's only on one because he can't be on the Incursion because he's on another team on Incursion.
He's not anymore.
He
He did leave that team.
Okay. Let's have a look for all leagues and just see whether there's any additions all the way through. So no, so that is literally the one player across all of them, which is normal because no more players can now be added because we are so close to the end of the season.
Yes.
It's the Brittany Beach clause.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no more on that side. So we can jump straight and we can have a look at the stats. So should we have a look at Group 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Night Shift, top of the table, overtaken her, which we said was going to happen last week.
Yeah. So which round?
You're trying to load the scores, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm on the right
Group 1
round.
Group 1
by
week
last
7.
week, aren't we? Yeah. And they played the same number of games, so.
Mm-hmm. So yes,
Interesting.
nice and even on that side. So yeah, Night Shift on 153 points, Air 52 147. So bloody close with 6 points in it. Both got the same amount of aces. So it is literally in those 2 wins.
Still a few games to get that sorted.
So yes,
Pedro's getting ahead of himself. That's
Incursion.
That's Incursion, isn't it? Yeah. So hang on, no, is Pedro in Incursion? What team? Night Shift on Incursion, I think.
So Accent PL there in third. We'll carry on through.
Yeah.
Accent PL on in third, 108 points. French Connection, who you've just played tonight in Incursion.
Yeah.
They're there in fourth place, doing really well, 94 points. Cosa Nostra, fifth place, 89 points. And then we're actually three teams. Next 3 teams are all tied. Mergus Fritz, Adrenaline Squad, Babus, all on 75 points. That's pretty good. You know, all teams, same wins and same aces. You don't normally get that. You normally get a different amount of wins and then the aces bump it up.
But that's interesting that it's the back end of the table, because then it means the playoffs are still up for grabs. If it was like the first, second, and third, it's not really that interesting because they're all qualifying anyway, you know.
Yeah, well, to go through with the top 5 go through to the playoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, top
So we do have a playoff for the ones that don't qualify.
Yeah.
That we'll sort out, but the top 5 are
top
going
5
through
playoff. Yeah.
the main one.
So they're only only 14 points off Cosa Nostra. It is quite a long way at this late stage in the season, but any one of those 3 teams could do that.
Yeah, but they've got a game in hand.
True.
So it depends on who their
I
opponents
didn't
are.
spot
but,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a game in hand, so theoretically, then
All 3 of those teams are
They should
theoretically in yeah. Depending on
unless it's Sunderland at the weekend who lost their game in hand and didn't go top of the table.
New school, Raven not doing as well as other seasons. I should say not normal seasons, other seasons. Useless Toss in 10th and CMG UK in 11th. Obviously failing to enter 3 of their first game scores didn't help.
In fairness, though, one of them was an 8-0, and I think the other 2 it was only 2 rounds or something. But it's still 4 wins. But it's not like they've lost a huge amount of points from that. But like I said, it hasn't helped.
Chat we've got Rev in. Hey Rev, how are we doing? We've got Hack the Joker in. Haven't seen Hacking before. So,
Yeah, Hack's been in before, I'm sure.
Possibly has. I don't pay that much attention, as you know.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
welcome everyone. Welcome. Okay, Group 2. So this is the group where KA are holding the bottom of the table, solid place.
Yeah, we are the anchor.
Yeah, keeping it there. Just going to load it on my screen in front of me there. Round 7 again, Vinny, for your purpose there. So, got to work out the average game. Okay, so let's get the old calculator out.
I just
want to work out the average. So, because 12 gauge have got, they've got 1 round that was forfeit, so they've got average points to go through. So 124
21.
divided by. I'm doing the maths here on a calculator. It's 20.66. So
21.
yeah, whatever. 21. So that puts them on 145.
Which is very, very close. Yeah.
Yeah. So currently 12 gauge in the lead on this one by 2 points.
So, the way it works as well for the bracket. I think I have the file on my computer here, just a reference to. Yes, I do. So, for the winner of Group 1 plays the 4th or the fourth of Group 1 or the fifth of Group 2.
Okay.
And the winner of Group 2 plays the fourth of Group 2 or the fifth of Group 1. So the higher you finish, this is really white on my screen because it's literally just a white picture. Second place will play third. So even though it might just come down to 1 or 2 points, that difference between first and second could really change the quality or the perceived quality of the team you're playing. So it could be really important in the end.
Yeah, it could. To be fair, both Death Squad and British Mercs aren't that far behind.
There's still plenty. You've got to think 32 points in the game maximum. There's still plenty of room for movement.
So just to have a look at some of the scores from that week. So Stat played Evans Roofies and won 7-1. 12 Gauge played Hairstylist and won 6-2. 6-2 with 5 aces, I might add on that. So there's only one game they played where they royally screwed it up. From that point of view. Fire Rats, they played Death Squad. Fire Rats won 5-3. And then British Mercs played Byman, which was 4-4.
British Mercs played Stat.
And Destination in this week, Destination Fox played KA as well, so I missed that one off. And Destination Fox won 7-1.
Just talking about British Mercs, because British Mercs have been around for a while. Have always been one of the teams that we've enjoyed playing ourselves, but then they've got better and better as time's gone on. And they're starting to. I don't think it's unfair.
We did say this on Saturday, how it's a roller coaster. We said this. It depends on what game they're playing at the time.
Yeah, it just completely depends on what side of bed they get out in the morning. But yeah, they
actually we did summarise the reason that they're winning.
Because of Flash. Yeah, because the Flash joined. Yeah. But 12 Gauge and British Mercs both drew 4-4 with Stats, which I find quite interesting. So it depends. Yeah, it depends what it's like on the day with British Mercs. You never really know what you're going to get, but they're very capable of putting in a really good result.
So you go through from next week now. This week coming, I'm sorry. So yeah, week 8. Stat play Death Squad, 12 Gauge play British Mercs. So that's gonna be an interesting match.
Is that's what's happened already? Or
no, they haven't played it. They haven't played them yet, but that is this week.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So for the purposes of the roundup, it's next Wednesday.
Yeah. For purposes of the roundup,
is that booked in? Let's have a look.
I want to cover the 12 Gauge British Mercs one.
It is Thursday 9 PM
tomorrow.
Yeah, you free tomorrow?
Always. I'm not free on Friday. I've been told I've got no daughter, so I'm on a date night. So I can do tomorrow. Tomorrow's good.
I'm off on Friday. I went really big at the screen there. I'm off on Friday, so I'd rather keep that clear. So New School are playing French.
Okay, let's just double check on one thing because we need to make sure that AHC aren't doing it.
I don't believe they are, but between either way, we'll get that covered. Yeah, that should be a good game. And with the greatest of respect, I'd like to see British Mercs get the win. Because if Rangers and his team, 12 Gauge, get the win, I think it would be expected. That was really loud in my ear, that message.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we'll get that covered. Either us or HC will cover that one tomorrow because that should be a cracking game. And probably if we're covering it, we probably have some of HC with us, and if they cover it, we'll probably end up on theirs. So
okay, can we right? Let's make a deal right now, live on stream.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to wear fancy dress.
When am I meant to have the time to do this?
Tomorrow. I've told you, man. All you need is a white bed sheet, cut some holes for the eyes, done. Don't give me the shit that you cannot go to Asda Living and buy a bed sheet.
I'm at work.
Done. Solved. Fancy dress.
We will see. It's unlikely.
It's not. It's very likely. Very likely.
But the game will be covered anyway. We'll get covered.
I'll even put some pumpkins on the desk here for us.
You can do that, yeah.
You can do that.
While I'm looking as well, have we got any incursions? So we've got the Battle of the French, the New School and French Connection at the same time. So we'll keep an eye on that score.
That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah,
they played each other. Obviously, played each other last season, and it was close.
Yeah, I would say French Connection have got better. I played them a couple of times over time. I've seen them in public, and they're getting better. They were never a bad team by any means, but their shooting is just they're doing the double shooting where where they line it up, so it's like you get a bullet from his gun, then a bullet from his gun, then a bullet from his gun, and it's like just one long noise. That's what it was like tonight. You just didn't stand a chance. So yeah, that should be an interesting one. But the one we'll want to cover is obviously going to be 12 gauge British Mercs. That's going to be what people will be wanting.
We'll try and get both if Daft's free or we've got anyone else that wants to watch the other game and keep us in the loop. While it's going on, that'd be appreciated. I know Karen's good at multitasking. I don't know why we don't get Karen to keep us updated.
Well, HC we're trying to convince her to get on the camera last night.
But yeah, could be done. We could arrange it.
Yeah.
So keep going down here. So 5th place Hairstylists, 93 points. Fire Rats in 6th, 91 points. Destination Fox 7th. Evans Roof is 8th. Bioman 9th. KA in 10th. 2 weeks left, ladies and gents. 2 weeks left. Week 8 and week 9. And then we're into the playoffs. So we will be over the next coming days sorting out the playoff for the NA side.
Yeah, so for the EU side, it's going to be very quick, isn't it? We're not going to have a break between the last week and the playoffs. But for the NA side, because it's a lot shorter,
there'll be this week break, and then into it for next week.
Yeah,
is the plan of attack for that? So we'll get that rolling. Right, let's have a look at the final American stats, because that is what we
Did you say you updated that score? Yeah,
I have. I've changed the score. So that's how that is without that on. That's why they're both.
That should be 8 losses for both, shouldn't it, though?
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, okay, right. But the points are right.
Yeah,
okay.
the points
so basically, just to clarify what happened there, we still need to speak to one of the teams, but both teams fielded a player that wasn't on the roster, so it's a void match for both, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we've got some work to do.
Yeah.
On our side. So the fundamental thing, the massive battle, Anonymous versus Eagles. So far in the league stages, Anonymous took it. Unlucky, Eddie.
Yeah.
I know it's been pretty close all the way through. I don't know whether you've got the scores to line up, because it was fairly close going into.
Let's have a look. So let's see what the score was when they played each other. But Anonymous took a break and they've just returned, haven't they, after having a little bit of time off. So the last time they were here, they won as well.
Yeah. And obviously, so at that point, we didn't even have the playoffs.
Yeah. So it was 5-3 to Anonymous with 4 aces, and Eagles Brazil had none. So that was how they fared when they played each other. Obviously, it's a shorter league. There's not as much variance in the results, but still, cracking team to get 122 points there.
There really isn't much in it. I'm going back from the start here, and very annoyingly for Eddie, I think the game that swayed it so much is when they played each other.
Yeah.
Because like round 1, Anonymous got 7-1 4 aces. Eagles got 8-0 5 aces. So they came out on top on that one. Then when they played again, round 3 was the next one because they were both on break week for round 1. They both got 7-1. Eagles got an extra ace. So they were ahead at that stage. Then round 4, Anonymous were the only ones to play. They won 8-0, 3 aces. The next time Eagles played, it was 7-1 with 4 aces. So there's only one win in it. But because of the extra ace, it actually takes it to only a 2-point deficit.
It's a big result there, though.
And then this last week, Anonymous did well on this last week, don't get me wrong. They won 8-0 with 3 aces, where Eagles managed 7-1 with 1 ace. So it's so close all the way through. 12 points is all it came down to, but I think the biggest factor of it was when they played each other. What did they get out of that? Eagles got another 10 points. They gained 10 points out of that match over.
But because it's playoffs, so Anonymous will play Super Sweet Potatoes and Eagles Brazil will play Wolfpack. In fact,
depending on the verdict of whatever we come out with from this thing.
Yeah, because he won't have another player to play. So we need to sort this out. So
so we've got to work on. Basically, one team are left with only 3 people. So we're pretty sure Super Sweet Potatoes will be out of the playoffs, which we were aware of anyway. So yeah, a little bit of a mess up there. So let's have a look. Incursion side. We like incursion.
Yeah, and then we'll be doing the maps. So remember, just stick around, stick with us a little bit longer.
Get ready to pick containment.
Yeah.
So incursion side. You've just played incursion. Wasn't a very good score. Did you go over it while I was away?
Yeah, it was 22-1 was the final score.
It's harsh.
Unfortunately, the one we won was good. It was a nice breach. It was a good win, but it was only worth 1 point. And then annoyingly, we did play containment at the end for the 4-point map, because without C4s on the doors, it's not too bad. And I went one way, and the other 3 were lined up on another door. So I came back to them, and then Recon was like, "Oh no, we'll go your way," and I was like, "No, I'm here now. Let's go this way." Opened the door, boom! 3 people shooting at me immediately, and we just felt like a sack of shit. So we should have went the way I went at the beginning, the way Recon suggested, but I was like, no, after you, sir, we'll go this way.
I gotta say, C4 do change it around now. Yesterday, for some reason, obviously we played post 15 in the league match, and that was standard. And then I went into public, and we did 3 games in public, or 3 times we dropped out to the menu back into a game. We hosted 3 times, and all 3 times post 15 was the first map. So we played post 15 a lot yesterday. I actually really like it, and I really love playing it with C4. It was very satisfying. It was in the league match that we only won 2 games, but one of the games I killed 3 people with C4 because I took binary.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So that did work quite nicely, and it felt like the olden days of playing with C4. Motion sensors just pissing about. Because I can't keep up with people rushing it. It wipes me out completely. My reactions aren't that quick. So going through these stats, the Tuga's currently top of the board. I'll let you go through these very actually while I load up the detailed scores.
Yep, so the Tuga's on 120. Stone Cold Killers just behind 108, which is easily achievable for a good team in Incursion. New School doing significantly better in Incursion. Only 5 points behind Stone Cold Killers.
They had British a phenomenal week. They played British Mercs. They finished. New School got 21 points, where British Mercs got 1. That's phenomenal.
What, is that on the? Yeah, that's on the board, isn't it? That was
that's on that
last week.
Yeah, that's what we're covering now. It's phenomenal. But that's obviously that's why it's changed around.
It just shows you how the different game modes. That's exactly the goal, wasn't it? To have 2 totally different game modes. And yep, bad night, Dres. Like we were saying earlier on, you have some cracking nights, and you have some really shit nights.
Did you have Flash playing for you?
It looks like it. Yeah.
It looks like it, yeah. And then we want to change it up a little bit more, because we're still discussing the post that we put in announcements of a paid league. We're still discussing that. So let's see whether we can change it up a little bit more. That'll be interesting to see who people pick for their teams as well, because it really will be. I don't give a shit who my friends are. I want to win.
I just you said FCE paid the price, because they played FCE, didn't they, and won. Was it 9-0? Was it? I think it was 9 rounds and won them all. Yeah. So fair play.
Well done, boys.
You got to take it out on someone. Yeah.
I agree.
But going further down, we've still got Death Squad PT, Pussy Patrol, Mergus Fritz, French Connection, all within touching distance, and we have just handed a lot of points to French Connection. So,
am I right that there is no playoffs for Incursion?
Well, there wasn't going to be. Well, some people have said they want one, and it's easy enough to do. So we said we could do it, didn't we? But so what we'll do is when it gets to the end of it, we'll get the 5 teams that would play in the playoff, and if one doesn't want to do it,
it would actually be slightly more, wouldn't it? Because it was 5 based on 2 groups. So if it was 1, I can't remember what we had in the plans for that. We did have it. If it was 1 group, it'd be X amount.
Yeah, I did for last season. Yeah.
Well, we can look back and see on that. But 5 going through to playoff probably wouldn't be. You'd probably want 8, but
see, we're 5. You can give someone a bye week, can't you?
Yeah, but we can work.
We'll sort it out. Yeah.
Mergus Fritz, French Connection, Byman, and KA at the bottom. Points in the mid-table are pretty close, actually. If for a playoff, to go through from 4th through to 8th is pretty close on points. And as you say, French Connection just got a lot of points. Yeah, I agree. The point system is crackers. But
but it's I'm biased.
It changes the no grenades.
Yeah,
Does change
the whole point of but you've got the fire sale format where it's like a hardcore mode, but the points adds that element of because you're picking your attacks and you're putting the points on it. You're handing points to your opponent by picking what you think is your best map, but handing them a defense on it. And it makes people think quite carefully about what maps they pick.
Yeah, because what map do you want to attack, isn't it? And that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Right, let's go through to everyone's favourite point in the evening. I'm not going to leave it on your screen because it's going to bug me if it's on there. So this is going to be trying to pick containment. That's what we call the game. This is the game. Pick containment.
What number do you think it will come out? I think it'll be the 4th map.
I'm not allowed. The 4th map. 4th person selects. Okay.
Yeah.
So Dread's straight in there. 12-5. Oh my days. Number whores already. So 12. 5. Anyone else? Any other takers? Let's get some maps in. So far we have Office and Bunker for week 8 incursion. After some of the numbers. Hey, Speed. How you doing, pal?
29. 19. Yeah, I was going to say 29. Speed got picking the maps from the Firewall sequel.
Hotel.
Yeah, so this is the next one. It's containment.
So that's what you reckon. Who's going to pick it? Who's going to pick it?
Containment.
Are we still got Karen here? Karen, pick a number. Quite going up. Rangers, pick a number.
They're still in the chat. It's whether
Eddie,
they've got the sound on still.
Rev.
Come on, someone give us a number.
Loads here. Pedro, you're here. Let's do it.
Give it a little moment and then... give it a little moment, then we'll start going back over, get people to pick another number.
Oh, man. Sitting cross-legged.
Right.
It's killing me.
So, someone just chuck another number in. Even if you picked one already, chuck another number in.
And Venny's guess is it's going to be containment.
It's containment, 4th map. Number 9.
You're wrong.
That would have been brilliant if it was right.
You're wrong. To be fair, this is some good maps so far.
Yeah, they're not bad, to be fair.
They're all close quarter so far.
24-hour shift? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man. Again. Don't envy. It's going to be a good holiday at the end of it, Speed.
Well,
6. Post 15.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
could be
4, 5.
where to continue.
2 more maps.
See, Brittany isn't here. That's why containment's not come out. Well, this is a disappointing number of contributions there. 16. What's this going to be?
Black site.
Black site. Yay. 2 more. 3 24-hour shifts in a week. Yeah. No thanks.
Damn, I'd sleep for the rest of it.
I don't think it matters what you do either. Working for that long, it doesn't matter what your job is. I think that's just absurd.
Yeah, man.
I think we're gonna have to get these guys to pick another number each because I don't think we're going to get any more contribution to.
Let's do a different way.
Okay.
What month's your birthday, Vinny?
Mine's the 5th.
There we go.
Which we've already got. But however, Dread said number 2, and mine is the 2nd of the 5th. So I guess that works.
Number 2. Gauntlet. There we go. Thanks. Perfect. Gauntlet. Office. Post 15. MC. Bunker. Blacksite. Hotel. We are done. Is this that?
Hotel's an interesting one on this, I think. Because you can't grenade them 2 rooms and people just sitting there with a jammer. You often get a flash going in and just all carnage in one go. It's great.
Mm.
Oh, hang on. So he sleeps for the 24 hours. Is that what it is? I could do that. Yeah, I could do that quite easily.
Yeah, I bet you could. So they're the maps. So we've decided we're covering a match. We've got the go ahead that AHC aren't covering it at the same time. So we will definitely be tomorrow. 9 o'clock. And was it?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. And is it Gladdy sausage? No, God. Danny Sausage said he'll be up for joining. Daft probably will be as well. I don't know if he's working.
Work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Comes down to roster. But yeah, fundamentally, fancy dress. Otherwise, I'm not putting you on screen. It's just a click of a button, mate. I can see. Look, Fenny's gone. Oh, he's back on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll nick the kid's pumpkin costume. That's all I've got. But yeah, we'll be back at 9 o'clock. We'll be on like just before for a little 5-minute waffle on before it starts.
Backwater.
We may have company. Yeah. Not too ridiculously early because I'll just be coming back from work as well, and then straight on stream. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good match. So British Works, make sure you bring your A game tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Should be.
But right, let's wrap it up there. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for tuning in for the weekly update. Hopefully next week we're going to have a little bit more, and it's going to be that little bit closer to deciding how everything's going to look. So yeah, take it easy everyone. Good night, and catch you all tomorrow. Cheers all.
Cheers everyone. Good night.